for us to get rid of these failed politicians and actually have good patriots from every single walk of life take our nation back. So with that, thank you for coming. If you've got a question.
We need to pass a law that bans vaccine mandates, vaccine passports, the same thing with mask mandates. Sir.
Once again, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
I'm very concerned about the Second Amendment.
So for me, the Second Amendment, it's 100% absolute, and the whole purpose of the Second Amendment is to give us the exact same weapons the government has, so the government can't make us look like Australia right now. But right now, look at what's going on in every single country that doesn't have the right to keep and bear arms. Their government isn't scared of them, and they will take the military, and they will turn the military against them, and they will lock them down and do essentially whatever they want. So that's how I feel about the Second Amendment. I would not vote for any new gun control laws. I think we need to get rid of the National Firearms Act. As for the current red flag laws that just came up, that was part of the National Defense Authorization Act. For those of you who don't know, that is essentially the bill that gets passed every year that is probably about as big as 2 phone books that gives the budget for the Department of Defense and a lot of our intelligence agencies and a bunch of other agencies as well. And what happened, from what I've been told, is that the red flag laws were put in there and it was slipped in at the last minute. And I'm not trying to give Dan Crenshaw a pass, but a lot of folks did not know what they were voting for. That's shame on them for not knowing that those things were in there. But that just speaks to how broken our legislative system is. This is pretty much the way that the continuing resolutions, the omnibus bills, NDAA, you name it, it's somewhere between 3,000 and 5,000 pages. It gets dropped at midnight, the night that they go to vote. And so this is how we've gotten into debt. So I was specifically told, and Congressman Matt Gaetz, I encourage you to look at his Twitter feed. He's explained this a couple different times because Matt Gaetz is one that's usually gone against the grain if he's had to, and he's felt strongly and passionate about it. Matt Gaetz has said, hey, that those red flag laws are coming out of the NDAA because they can line item take things out of the NDAA. I personally wouldn't have voted for it because I don't want to give them any leeway. However, Matt Gaetz, if you look at his voting record, to me, he has earned our trust. When he says he's going to do everything he can and they're coming out, I believe Matt Gaetz, but I'm a Second Amendment absolutionist.